Welcome to Resilient Saint Lucia, where we explore the innovations, solutions, and strategies that help our island thrive in a changing climate. A Resilient Saint Lucia leaves no one behind, and this includes persons with disability. In today's story, the National Council of and for Persons with Disabilities uses advanced technologies to generate employment for its members and their families. At the same time, they're helping St. Lucia meet the goal of food security. Let's meet Miguel Doyle and Antonius Tixi, co-managers of this aquaponics facility in the south of the island.
We wanted to create an environment where that we as persons with disability can thrive. So that's where we came up, our team, NCPD, we came up with this plan so that we can create an environment that is friendly to persons with disability.
This facility for the time being produces mainly lettuce. It uses fish waste as fertilizer. No chemicals are used, so lettuce is grown organically.
We deal straight with water. We get our nutrients from our fish. We have our backup pump, so the water circulates all the time.
The lettuce is grown in a soilless environment in leak-proof troughs that have water flowing through them constantly.
And we have our sponge as the media to hold the plants so that the roots can absorb the rich nutrients water. So we have our sponge holding it in place.
As you can tell, this is not your ordinary farm. It's a high-tech facility that uses loads of sensors to monitor, in person or virtually, every aspect of production.
State-of-the-art technology. We have our cameras, our solar system, we have the sprinkler, and we have some monitors so that we can monitor our pH, the temperature.
For example, if we have any leaks, water leaks or something, we can monitor it on the camera and we can respond to it instantly.
This facility has to deal with the vagaries of the weather, in particular, extremely hot and dry days.
We need to monitor the temperature because lettuce are very fragile and soft. They can wilt fast.
Temperature control and irrigation have become critical elements of this operation.
When we just started this facility, we realized our plant used to wilt. So we checked on Amazon and we saw this state-of-the-art mist irrigation and we use it. So about every 2 to 3 hours it will come on.
Also critical was the water distribution system. Water has to be flowing constantly.
Well, we don't want the water to stay and get stagnant. It have to be flowing all the time.
The circulation helps the nutrients to go through the whole system so that the plants can absorb them.
This required a system of reliable pumps and even more sensors to monitor constantly water quality, acidity, and so on. Now on to the role of fish in aquaponics. The fisheries department is responsible for providing hundreds of fish to the facility.
The fish is the most important stuff here. Without the fish, everything doesn't make sense. The fish provide the nutrients to the plants, and then we have our filter. It filters the waste. We can turn into nitrates and nitrites. If the water is acidic, it will affect the fish. If it's acidic too, it will affect the plants. So we need it as in a balance.
It is interesting to note that there are only males in these two tubs. Breeding is discouraged as mating fish fight constantly, and this is unhelpful to the aquaponics system.
When they're getting a little bit too big, we'll take them out because the waste will start to affect the nutrients. The plants will start getting too much nutrients that can cause it to die as well.
This is a very delicate operation. It requires lots of innovation and 24/7 vigilance to ensure the facility is run efficiently and productively.
It's not labor intensive, but you have to use your mind. It's technical and you have to always be on your game because any little mistake You can realize we have solar panels, we have monitors. Any little mistake can cause our pump to burn.
We have to be present every day.
There is somebody there every day just to make sure the water is flowing, that certain things you cannot see on the camera is working as well.
The aquaponics facility at Huanora Orchard in Vieux-Fort has the capacity for producing hundreds of heads of lettuce.
If everything is filled right now, there are 1,600 plus, around 1,600.
You may notice that some are planted in troughs and others in towers made from PVC pipes.
We have our tower system where the plants grow vertically. You will realize on the trough, the plants grow wide because they have enough space so that they can open, but on the tower system they will grow kind of vertical, they will grow straight. So that is we have a slight difference in those. The plants here will be a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, and those in the tower will be more leafy.
The NCPD aquaponics facility in Vieux-Fort has secured markets for its lettuce, including hotels and supermarkets.
Well, we supply with Marcy, the Marcy family food mats. Well, most like Coconut Bay as well, but we have the 4 Marcies up north, the Gourmet, Sunny Acres, Rodney Bay, Rodney Heights, and New Dock Road, and Marcy Latuni.
And the public at large.
Yes. The NCPD wants more public support for this initiative, which provides employment opportunities for its members.
When you look at this facility, you can say like it's a dream. You know, it was one of our dreams, and it became true. And especially with hard work and dedication, especially to our president, Mr. Muffidas James, he gave his utmost.
So he delegated all his time, you know. There is a time he had to come and live in the south. That's when they just started to monitor the business before he handed it over to us. And I will advise anyone patronize us, because when you go on the shelf, look for organic able, because you all know the amount of diseases we're picking up from chemicals now. So I'll advise anyone that planting can be indoors, outdoors, go out and try and go at best close to organic as possible, because just to save our health environment and our own health as well.
And most importantly, we want to give have an impact on the youth, especially those with disability, that yes, your brothers and sisters can do it. So we want to have a positive, we want to come out there with a positive attitude so that they can see that we, as persons with disability, can achieve something so they themselves can achieve it.
This initiative by the NCPD aligns directly with Saint Lucia's National Adaptation Plan process, which prioritizes inclusive climate action and meaningful engagement of vulnerable groups, women, and the private sector. The aquaponics farm in Vieux-Fort stands as a powerful example of innovation in action, applying technology, water recycling, and conservation practices to support sustainable food production and strengthen national food security. It demonstrates how climate resilience can be inclusive, economically empowering, and environmentally sustainable through climate-smart agriculture. This has been Resilient St. Lucia. Stay prepared, stay informed, and be resilient.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.